Tolentino led a lascivious life, but in the 1980s, everything was about to change.
I walked in front of the church with a prostitute, and she turned and said to me, "Listen, once in a while I go there to be delivered." She'd go in, the pastor would pray, a demon would manifest, an evil spirit, and she would leave the church and continue in prostitution. And she showed me the church. I know that one day I went inside. I felt a different atmosphere. I felt good in that place, and I remained there.
When I met him, we were in church. We married in the year 1984.
They continued to attend the church, and 30 years have passed. They had 2 children, but the family was facing financial problems.
Our lives were totally stalled and we worked, but if we wanted to go out, to go anywhere, we had no money. So we only had barely enough money to supply our basic needs in the home.
I opened a business. In the beginning, it began to flow, to go well. But around 2015, there was a crisis and the sales stopped. We spent 4.5 years living in the wilderness. Then the pastor, he did a campaign. We'd go to the mountain to pray, and I'd ask God, come and do justice in my financial life.
After praying for 9 months, Tolentino shared with his son and his daughter-in-law his desire to have a different business.
My husband had quit his job, and we were also thinking of opening a business. But we didn't know what kind, so we prayed to God, asking him to put something in our hearts that would be successful. Then my father-in-law had an idea for us to open a hardware store.
And we didn't have anything planned. We didn't know how we should start it. We didn't even know the merchandise. So we called the suppliers and we started to purchase the products. There were even some who discouraged us from doing it, right? But when God is ahead of us, everything works out.
We started to purchase with the money we had, keeping the merchandise at home. We kept storing it, pricing the items, and 30 days later, I was able to sell all the stock I had from the other segment, and we opened the store.
And God showed us that this was the only beginning of many things He wanted to do in our lives. The clients themselves, they would come to us and say to us, this is too tight for you. You need to move to a bigger place, right? And we rented another space across from us where we could put the heavier merchandise and other types of items, and God blessed us. We opened a space in the back, another space, and we already had 3 rentals. We were able to pay 3 rentals, and in the end, we had opened 4 spaces total, right?
It was at the time of the pandemic, as soon as COVID-19 started, while many business people were closing their doors, closing their stores, our business, it was growing.
Now we're able to go out. Now our work is no longer too hard, as now we only work every other day. And we also have in the store, we have already hired 2 more people to help us as well. And like God blessed our lives, we're also blessing other people's lives, other heads of households.
And thanks be to God, now we have over 400 items in our store, and everyone knows what we sell in our store.
My financial life today, it is, how can I say it? I'm going to tell you, it's 300% better than it was 3 years ago. We have a vacation house with a swimming pool, and once a month we take a week off and we spend it there in order to rest.
God did an astonishing thing in our lives, things we were experiencing which we never imagined we would.
It was very pleasant when you walk in the presence of God and do what is right before the Lord Jesus Christ. It's very good.